could be, yeah, this could be a blueprint for somebody to design a fruit. Okay, let's think about this. Yeah, so I've already got a perfect sphere, which is really, if you think about it, the first point in any fruit is to have a perfect sphere. Is this perfect? Did I already warp this sphere? I think maybe I already distorted the sphere earlier while I was poking around in it, but that's just going to have to be how it is, I think. Yeah, that'll just have to be how that is. So, a super pomegranate is kind of a cool idea. Uh, I like pomegranates, but they can be a little frustrating to eat just because of the pith. Ooh, perfect fruit comes with several in a pod. That's not a bad idea. I do love pods of things. The problem with pea pods is that they only usually have the 3 in them. Can it be ass-shaped? I don't see why not. Is that what you think the perfect fruit should look like? An ass? Because we could do like a pod, an ass-shaped pod. Oh, you know what? You know what the problem with fruit is? They're only one fruit. And what I like is a lot of fruits. So we could have like a a pod that has like 2 different fruits in them. What if it has mini hands like a Buddha hand? I do love Buddha hands. Those are very cool. A charcuterie fruit, that's a good idea. I love multiple fruit. Aspod, aspod, aspod. Thank you, generally Jenna. I might be inventing ass grapes. Yeah, it's very possible that that's what's happening. Fruit salad, the fruit. Yes. Have you guys seen? There's the I think it's called the Tree of Life. Maybe there's this artist slash bioengineer who spliced together like 20 to 30 different fruit trees to make one perfect, beautiful, um, giant. Not giant, but it's like one fruit tree that produces lots and lots of different fruits. Um, and it's a very cool project. It is considered like an art project. Like they consider themselves an artist, which I think is fascinating. I think it's super cool. The Blakery, my opinion is that it's beautiful and weird, and I have watched it and I liked it, but will probably never watch it a second time. But it is beautiful, and people should watch it. Okay, I'm just disseminating because I don't know really even where. Okay, so here's what we should do. I'm gonna begin by giving it a stem. Because that's something we all agree this thing needs. Stem. Oh, too small. Boop. uh, okay, let's give it a little bit of a stem. Accidentally just giving it a neck, kind of, is what I have done. I promise we're not making a person. I promise I'm not backdoor piloting us into making another person creature. It's gonna be a fruit. All right, so we just gotta have a nice grippable handle. That's gonna be really important. Step 1. The fruit isn't sentient. I mean, it's not yet sentient. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for this fruit. At the moment, it's not sentient. Does the fruit grow on a tree, a bush, or a vine? It's a good question. I don't know if we're there yet. I'm sorry, for what piece of the anatomy is this a dildo for? It's a mushroom, you're not wrong. uh, Unsecret Crush, I don't think I was on that episode, but that sounds like a good episode of the Polygon Show, and I wish I had been on it. I mean, here's the thing about mushrooms. I don't like them, but they are a very pleasing shape. Like they are a cool, interestingly shaped thing. So I don't hate the idea of designing something that's mushroom adjacent. I respect people who like mushrooms taste-wise. It's a texture thing for me. Okay, so now we got I like mushrooms iconically, imagistically. I like them as a creature. I don't like to eat them. But as far as like things that this earth has evolved, I like them in that sense. Okay. So it's got a stem, which I feel great about. The stem does have this weird crevasse, which I like, and I don't regret it. I missed whatever you said that got automodded, but it sounds like it's for the best. So I like this stem, but what if the stem was a little bit more funky? I think, oh, what is happening with the, the topography of this is already getting a little whack. Why is it so dicey? Thank you, Ron. I feel great about this start. I'm going to make this a little bit more, I'm going to make it a little bit more curvaceous. I think this has to be a bush plant. Because a straight up and down is good. That's kind of like a lollipop energy, but what if it is curved nicely to fit the hand? Bumble, you seem to be displeased with what has happened. Do you like the straight? Did you not like the curve? God, what has happened already? How did I already fuck this up, gang? What it, why did it do this? Yes, this is Blender to whoever asked that. Um, I don't know what I did already to the topography of this. I don't. I already don't know. Okay, here we go. This is getting somewhere. I think I did not have Dino Topo turned on when I started fucking with it. And so it got some weird energy that I didn't love. But this is better. This is better. Okay. This is getting better. Oh, thank you, Lizzie Who, and also the anonymous ghost gifter for hooking bumble. The polygons are very stressed out. Same. Same. Agree, hardcore agree. Stressed but hopeful. That's how I feel right now. Okay. It's kind of got a weird tongue energy. The divot is giving it the tongue energy for sure, but I like it. Uh, oh, am I frozen? Let me know if I'm frozen. What would this feel like if you bit into it? Right now, I think it would have this dome says mushroom to me, which I don't care for. So let's actually get in there and maybe make like let's make our pod. We gotta make our pod now. Are we gonna what's the likelihood that we're gonna make another butt, do you think, chat, right now? I know it feels I realize that this is not a fated thing and that I am directly in control of what's happening. Just curious. Because here's the thing with Blender, sometimes you get lost in the sauce and you make a shape and then you turn it and the shape has gone all weird. And the shape's gone all weird and you don't really know. Okay. So um Aspod is inevitable. I don't I've gotta I gotta do something with this. I don't know how that happened. Don't know how that happened. But what I like about this is that it could be a hanging fruit. And then like maybe it grows this way. And then you hold it upside down to eat it. What? Ah. Okay. This got all sorts of sort of out of control. I'm gonna do some damage control over this part. This part, this part. I don't know. It's gone all weird. I don't quite know. There we go. Okay, just gonna smooth it out. Thank you. It's gonna be me. I appreciate your subscription. Uh, okay. Mild, only mildly distressing to look at? I mean, we're early in the stream, so there's still time. Okay. Does that say pod to you? I don't know. Is that like noticeably a pod? Why did the why is the strength so low on that? There we go. Phew. Oh. Oh, thank you, Jedi Super Pimp. Thank you on behalf of Cinnamon Shakes for doing that. That's cool. Ooh, new emotes in a Nightbot panel. Thank you. I will look into that. I have not been on Twitter very much this week because of how everything is right now, and it just stressed me out. All right, I'll see you later, AJ. Laurel. I'm just increasing the crevice here. Just increasing this crevice. I guess if to be really a pod, I guess it should be. I'm gonna make it all the way through. It's kind of starting to look like lungs. Yeah, I think I'm into that. So I think what we're gonna do once we get to discrete pods, then I am making a really cool object. Thank you for noticing. Once we get the two discrete pods, I think maybe we'll pull back and create the two things that are inside the pod. Just gonna get this deeper. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. Okay. All right. The shape of these are a little weird. Okay. If it looks kind of not safe for work, then I think it's on track. I would say that that is on track. Okay. No, 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 no. I want you to deflate a little. There we go. The type of fruit we're making is the best fruit, if I had to pinpoint the kind that we're making. Okay, just deflating this a little. Yes, I don't like how harsh this bit is. I want this to be a little bit smoother. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, now I feel like the stem is a little too big. This part is a little blocky too. Lung cherry is not a bad name for whatever this is going to end up being. Let's maybe I'll inflate this a little bit. Whoop. I just want it to be shapely. It would taste like sadness. That's not the energy that I'm trying to evoke. A fruit should make you overjoyed. You should eat a fruit and think, thank God I get to eat this fruit. What a wonderful place planet Earth is. Gonna smooth you down. Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. This is good. I'm feeling better about the ratio between these two items now. Oh yeah, everybody should absolutely post their favorite fruit in the chat. Man, Ruckus, I'm super with you. Fruit is just so pleasing and lovely, and I love it. Mango's good, strawberry good. I love apples. I also love passion fruit. I finally got it. The passion fruit hard to get, even in New York. But my local Asian mart had some, so I was able to get some fresh passion fruit. It was wonderful. It was an absolute delight. Whoa, hype train success. Cool. Great. Let me do hype cherry. Choo. How appropriate that it's a cherry. Guys, this is good. All fruit are good. You're all extremely correct. What? Okay. Hype cherry. Okay. So here's the fruit. So it'll grow. I think it grows. Okay, come on. Blender. It grows like this. Probably from a bush. Hey, Chad. Probably from a bush. Are we thinking? Does kind of have bell pepper energy, yeah. I love durians. Durian's good. Smell bad. Tastes good. So it comes off the vine like this. I think it's probably a bush, and then you eat it like this. And I think you can probably like peel open the orbs, and then you get to eat whatever is inside. Automod, Automod did not like the phrase hard melons. That's fair. Okay. Oh, like a mango. Project Marley, do you mean, I think like mangosteen? Because a mangosteen would be cool. I do like the idea that if you peeled open these lung bits, inside it would look kind of like a brain. That would be cool. Oh, casing like ground cherries. I do love that. That would be very difficult. Automod doesn't want you guys talking about melons at all, is what I'm learning. Uh, Project Marley, I just wasn't certain if you were standing for mangoes, which I also agree with because mangoes are delightful. Oh, a twisty open would be very satisfying. So you like hold it and you go pop, and then it's like sort of a sideways fruit, and then you can kind of like. I actually quite like that. Twist open is really good. Uh, Flaccid melon seems to be fine. It did not prompt me to automod that. Maybe that's because maybe you have the power as a mod to let yourself through. Is smoked garlic, is that different from like black garlic? Because I like black garlic, but I don't always know how to use it. Okay. This is the perfect little elephant fruit. I feel really good about this as the basis. So let's sort of explore. Let's explore what these little knobs are going to be. Whoop. That's not what I meant to do. Whoop. Stop doing that. There we go. What? Okay, hold on. I want you to do that. I want you to let me create a new object. Maybe it's not going to let me do that. Hmm. We need to talk about seed dispersal. I think when this dries, when the orbs dry, I think the shell probably fades away. Or birds, birds do it. Uh, okay. Need to be in object mode? I was wondering about that. Okay, let's uh, add a new object that we can start fucking with. Well, smoked garlic sounds amazing. um, let's see. I don't know if this is gonna let me sculpt this object in the way I want to be able to sculpt this object. Oh no, it will. Okay, it's just not. It just has different, not as many vertices. I could have changed that, but it's too late. We're committed. Okay. Icosphere? Think we should icosphere? Okay. What? All right. Icosphere, and that will allow me to add a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So I guess first off, this should be a little bit smaller because it's gotta fit. It should fit in here. And I've made these very oblong actually, so let me maybe, yeah. Is that good? A little bit smaller. Okay. Plonk. Perfect. Now let me think of like what do we? Yeah, this is sort of this is the this is the fruit part of it. We'll have to figure out the seeds in a moment. We will definitely have to figure out seeds. Um, how do we? So like a mangosteen is really cool because it has like the sort of it's sort of like the garlic of fruit. If I had to, I'm gonna look up an image of it. It's very brain-like almost, but it's got like um different vectors which are really cool. God, what a cool ass looking fruit. Mangosteen, great job. Great job, nature. Done it again. Every time. Hmm. A mangosteen tastes good. That's what it tastes like. All right, let me think about. Let me think about how to even like. Uh, crease is gonna be. Crease is kind of getting there. Let me make it real small and real strong. Ooh, maybe a little bit bigger. That's too many. Hold on. I'll do this in rough thirds. Okay. And that way, if you're splitting it with people, it'll be really easy to split. Because it's already pre-divided. I feel like another great thing about a fruit is the one with like oranges is that they have got segments and so they're easy to split with people. Few things I like so much is getting a beautiful winter orange, hanging with my friends, peeling oranges, sharing those oranges. That's beautiful. I would agree. I think sharing fruit is very intimate, but that's how I be with my very close friends. Just share the fruit. All right. I like these cracks. It's sort of kind of blueberry-esque, like a kind of reminds me of that. Not it doesn't look in any way like a blueberry, so I don't know why it specifically reminds me of that, but it do. Okay, it's fine. Blender. There we go. Puff them up. Yeah. Sometimes instead of moving the thing on the screen, I move my head. Doesn't always feel like that's the best practice, but does make me feel like I'm physically engaging with what's happening, and that's kind of nice. Oh. How large is this fruit? That's a great question. I think the scale, I think since it's a perfect fruit, the stem is like hand size. I think the top of it sort of rests. Think of it, it's not it thinner. The stem would be thinner than an ice cream cone, how it is now. So I think it would be like plonk, be like plonk, 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 plonk. Sort of that size is the energy I'm getting. I hope the sound effect helped clarify my vision on that. I'll add a banana for scale. That'll help by the time when I'm done. Plonkfruit. Not a bad name. Not a bad name at all. Okay. Let's smooth this out a little bit. The I'm I made this and even I am confused a little bit about the topology of the inside of what's happening here. Plonkfruit. It sounds good. It sounds nice to say. Plonk. Plonkberry. Plonk jam. Plonkberry pie. Everybody's favorite Thanksgiving dish is plonkberry pie. Oh, Stardew Valley on stream? It's been a minute since I hopped into Stardew Valley. The last time I played Stardew Valley, I added a bunch of mods because I was trying them out. And then I removed all those mods, so I don't even know if it will let me play my old game anymore. But that would be nice to get into. What is happening here? Okay. What beautiful, beautiful scraggly fruit. Yeah. Just make it a little bit smoother. It's a natural thing, so it should be just a little bit less super jagged. No sharp edges on Plonkfruit. Okay. How does that look? Where is this fruit native to? That's a good question. Um, I think maybe like the Pacific Northwest. It does look like a little bread bun. Actually, love that. Maybe that's what it tastes like. Maybe Plonkfruit is a little bit like a sweetbread almost. Look at this cute little fruit. I love this cute little fruit. Kind of butthole adjacent. Well, uh, yeah, you're not wrong. Are you saying we should put something in here so it looks less? Um, should there be maybe the seed should be like right in the middle there? We are all butthole adjacent. That is extremely true. Yeah, that's extremely true. Uh, Plonk fruit, I think very juicy. I think there's few things I love as much as like a super, super, super ripe peach where when you bite into it, it just goes like so good. Mm, 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 mm. You think it might look like a poop? Yeah, you might be right. But then where the seed gonna go is my question. Yes, the Bowboy Pixar short is super cute. I like it very much. All right, I think to fully diagram this, and even as I'm saying this, I'm sort of regretting thinking it. I think we have to we're gonna push this aside, and I think we have to get in here and actually mold one of these orbs to be open so that we can see the plonk fruit nestled in here. So I think we're gonna have to um, crack this open. And it's like my brain is just like, I know how to do that if this were a physical object. I would just get a knife and score it and crack it open. But I'm struggling mentally with the fact that this is a digital object, and so I just have to sort of fuck it up. Yeah, I just gotta fuck it up. Okay. So we said it was gonna be twist off, so let me think about how that would even. I think it would end up sort of dangling from this bottom part here. I think it would end up sort of dangling. So let me think about how this is gonna go. Let me select the other thing. Object mode. There we go. What? Oh, you're gonna make me do it to both sides though. That's not what I want. Let me turn off symmetry. I'm certain this will have no repercussions. Okay. If it twists open and spiral out, that'd be cool, but very difficult for me to sculpt. I think it's like two halves where you twist it open. So I think it's just going to be, I think there's just going to be like a deflated skin of one side. Oh, why did it get that shelf? Why do you do this to me, Blender? I need you to be chill, Blender. I'm actually going to. This is risky because I haven't actually played with this. I might. I know I can hide parts of this. What I don't know is how to get it back after I hide it. But hiding would be great because then I could just fuck with this half without fucking everything up. But then I don't know. Let me Google real quick. Blender, how to unhide mask? Okay. Let me see if I can do this. You're not going to let me. Okay. No. There we go. All right. Try it. And then should be Alt H to show it again. Yes. Okay. We're doing it. We're learning things. I love learning a new shortcut in something. Okay. All right. So hypothetically, now I should be able to really fuck this side up without harming the other half. Yeah. Let's see. How does that gonna look? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Oh, guys. Gang. I fucked it up. That's bad. Okay. This didn't look like how I wanted that to look. Uh, no. I fucked it up. Real, just so super bad. Here's what I'll do. I'll hide this bit. Whew. Okay. I think I hit too much and I got cocky. I got carried away. Here we go. And I'm gonna make you stronger and smaller. Okay. It's gonna look like an empty scrotum, huh? Thinking it might accidentally look like that when it's all said and done. So that might be. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Does just seem like it's gonna be. That does just seem like what it's gonna be though. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Weird. It's weird seeing the inside. Don't know if I like it. Okay. 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 All right. I think I can work with that. What I do like about this. Geek Felix, welcome. This is what we're bringing to the table. It's definitely normally not like this. Normally it's super chill and not at all about buttholes. Anyway, uh, what I like about this is that it sort of is like protecting your hand, because your hand will be here, and then this will be sort of over it, and it since this is a juicy fruit, I think that'll protect it a little bit from getting all smushed. I really like that. I think that's a good additive. Okay. It do. Welcome, Mr. Morfun. We're making a new fruit. This is Plonkfruit. Clearly it's Plonkfruit. Thank you, AJ, for another gift and another sub. That's very cool of you, and we appreciate it. I appreciate it at least, and presumably the person who got it appreciates it. So this is Plonkfruit. It's beautiful. It's beautiful fruit. What if? Okay. Let me grab you down a little bit more. There we go. Really make a little fruit nest. A real little cubby. What if? Okay. I've got an idea. Okay, hold on. I've got an idea. What if? Con artist, I've definitely done that to some success, but sometimes you've just got to move forward and not look back. And that's why I so often fuck things up. but that's fine. I'm happy with the things I do. What if, instead of looking like an empty scrotum, this kind of looks like just like a little shell. What if it looked like a pair of lips? Okay, I'm gonna try this. I have been saving, yes. You can see in the bottom, Monster 5. That is what this is called. All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna try it. I just want to try it, and we'll see. If it's not good, then we'll do something else. All roads lead to body horror. Ron, you're 100% correct. I think this is going to be beautiful, though. I think it's going to be a pair of smoochable lips, and I don't see what at all is horrifying about that. This isn't going to be creepy at all. It's going to be beautiful and delicious and juicy. All right, plump that up. Okay. See, it's already looking more mouth-like. Get that out a little bit. Come on, juicy up. Juicy up, baby. Juicy up. Get juicy. Okay. Hmm. I want this to be a little bit more symmetrical. Okay. Oh, see, this comes out so nicely. This side comes out so nicely, and I like that. But it's very unsymmetrical right now. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay. Get in there. Okay. All right. Now let's think about getting this top part. I think this top part is really what's going to sell it as a pair of beautiful lips. Okay. 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 What I like is that we sort of started with a butt, and then they became a little bit like lungs. And now we're sort of getting into just a new body part. Isn't that a fun exploration of what fruit can be? Yeah, make sure you're practicing safe eating if you're eating the Plonkfruit. Plonkfruit are long known for their fortune-telling abilities, of course. If you go out on Midsummer Day and you pluck a fresh Plonkfruit and you crack it open and count the number of segments that are inside and match that up to alphabet, it'll tell you the first name of the person you're going to marry, as long as their name starts with one of the 6 letters that begin at the front of the alphabet. Simple. Simple fortune telling for a simple world. Oh, okay. It's important to. One of the things I love about fruit is that they've all got weird myths because they've been around forever. And so Plonkfruit should have that too. Plonkfruit deserves its own fun mythology. Okay. Does that look in any way identifiable as a mouth, or is that just like does it look just like a weird structure? Look at that and tell me, does that look like a mouth? It looks like it's screaming. Well, I would argue if it looks like it's screaming, then it does look like a mouth. Not really mouthy. Not a happy mouth. Somewhere between a mouth and a urinal. Okay. It's believably yelling. Okay. Toe to tip, that's a mouth. All right, sort of some conflict. I mean, it's definitely an open mouth. Screaming. Needs teeth. I don't know if my ideal fruit would have teeth on it anywhere, is the thing. But maybe that's on me for making a fruit. Oops. Oops. Got a little lopsided. Let me see if I can make it look more like it's smiling. It's gonna look worse. It's not gonna look like, it's gonna look worse rather than smiling. Teeth seeds, huh? Teeth seeds. Teeth seeds. I don't hate teeth seeds. In fact, I quite like saying teeth seeds. That might be the direction we have to go in. I gotta get this looking like a mouth first, though. It's got kind of a... It's got a real... Kind of got a weird lip situation happening now. Does kind of look like a pitcher plant. I love pitcher plants. Nature's so cool, guys. I can't believe how cool nature is to give us both fruit and pitcher plants. Ooh. What is the texture of this fruit like? I think that's a good question. I think pretty crisp. I really love a crisp fruit. So I think this would have to be pretty crisp. Although I don't know, this looks more, this doesn't look like a very crisp fruit. That looks more, I mean, I can't stop thinking of it as being bao-like, so maybe it has a bao-esque texture. I would be okay with that, I think. Drink fruit juice from your fruit cup. What I like about that, because we describe, so it's definitely very, very juicy. I think it has a peach-like texture. I think that's the in-between of what I'm imagining for this fruit. And so I like that as you're eating it from this little pocket, which is protecting your hand from getting juicy and sticky, which we all know is what happens when good little boys and girls are eating their apples. Their hands get all sticky because they're eating them right from the tree from the witch's house. And her apples are the tastiest and the juiciest and the sweetest, and it runs all down their hands. So you want something that's going to protect your hand. And then when you're done, you go and you just drink all the juice that gathered there. Are the teeth seeds edible? No. That's just that. Okay. Gosh, how to make this look happier and more mouth-like? It's an interesting conundrum. Hmm. 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 Is that? I think maybe it's gotta be wide, wider and not so tall. Because I think a big smiley face. I think when somebody's smiling really big, their face gets real wide. See, it's getting more mouth-like, right? It's getting there, right? It's getting more mouth-like. What is it? What have I made? What is this? Is this a clam? Have I made some sort of oyster? We're slipping so precariously close to vulva territory right now. And I'm doing nothing to stop us from getting there. Please don't fuck the Plonkfruit. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Uh... I love it, though, is the thing. I'm really in love with what I've done. Um, boy, okay. Okay. Mm. Okay. All right. How about now? How about now, gang? Does it look like a mouth? Does it look happy? Is this is this good? Is this anything? Oh my god. Too much like a mouth? Tulip pitcher plant hybrid, super into that, actually. Super pretty into that. Huh? Kind of. Huh? Am I getting it? Okay, listen. I love this. I love this and I feel great about it. I think it's time to put the fruit in. Yeah, I think it's time to put the fruit in. I think we're gonna have to smush. We're gonna have to smush the fruit a little bit. But it's time to put the fruit in. Okay. Well, maybe not that much. Hold on. Look at this beautiful oyster. Look at this beautiful oyster. I think scientists are probably baffled why, when you twist it, it seems to always fall apart. There's probably like a seam. There's probably a seam on the outside. Yeah, I'll add a seam in a moment. Hold on. Vor fruit. No, it's Plonkfruit. This is clearly a Plonkfruit. Clearly a Plonkfruit. I mean, I yeah. Okay. See, I think you have to peel back the bottom lip to get access to the full fruit. Maybe I have to expand this a little bit. It's gotten a little bit too. It just looks a little bit difficult to eat. Oh, Sarah, yes. I have uploaded those to Thingiverse. Um, and I meant to add a link to my Steam profile before I went live today. Or not my Steam my Twitch profile. But I certainly did not do that before going live. So let me actually pull up my account right now and drop a link to my account. Where am I? There I am. Yes, if any of you are 3D printers, um, they're now available. Or if you just want to fuck around with the files, these are just the actual files I use and export. So you can just crack into them and do whatever you want with them. Don't sell them and don't make money off of them, but they're there if you want to download them and play with them. Okay. And don't fuck them. Thank you, Chad. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, don't do that. For sure, don't do that. For sure, don't do that. No! Okay. I did not want to delete it. Just finessing the E's on this fruit. Okay. Perfect. Fruit eater. That's really good. Hold on. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to record that in some way so I remember that because that's very good. Okay, so this is the open side. This is the unopened side, but let's go ahead and add. I want to add just something so that you can tell where it's supposed to split. That's too much. Hold on. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's smooth this out a little bit. It's a little craggy. Dino Topo is on. I don't know why it's being so craggy. There we go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, okay. Oh, my beverage of choice is a sour yuzu ale that I got at the local international shop. And I was like, it was good, so I was looking it up. Apparently, it's by a group of 3 Brazilian Japanese women. Is the company? It's Japas, Japas, and they started their own brewery, and they make good beer. It was a little expensive, but it was good. Okay, all right. Your friends used to call you Sawa? I hear it. Now that I say it out loud, it makes sense why. Definitely gonna give it some materials. Sorry for hitting my mic just then. Is this right? I mean, we still don't have a seed though. I know we talked about teeth seeds, but where would they be even? This is arguably the most fanficable creature made so far. Just because it's fruit and you can do whatever, you can say whatever you want. And it's fun to make them up. 2 teeth seeds at the top like a rodent. Like, oh, at the top of the lips? Just like tucked away in here? That's wild. Yeah. I like that. Maybe like rodent teeth, so like buck-like? I think that's doable. Hold on. How do I... Yeah, let me think about if metaballs can solve this. Whoop! Um, okay. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, oh, you guys can't see it. So my blender just grayed out and is telling me it's not responding. uh, so, it's so funny that it doesn't show you guys that, though. It just shows me that. It's just showing you guys the regular, uh, fuck. The Metacube broke it. Um, okay, I'm gonna close it down. And we'll reopen it. It's okay, I've been saving, so we should be good. The autosave should be there. Fuck. Okay. See, no, not even the worry. There's no worries here. We're on Fruitmaker Island. No worries. Everything's fine all the time. Fruitmaker Island, where everything's chill. Have a coconana. That's a fruit we made up. But it's perfect. It's banana coconut. Everything's okay on Fruit Island. Uh, Great. Okay. And before I forget, Sarah already dropped it in, but if you click on that Nightbot link, it will auto-generate a tweet that has the hashtags in it. Isn't that cool? Nightbot is a good program. Okay. All right. I remember what I was doing. I was adding teeth. Let's do exactly what we just did and assume it will go perfectly fine and nothing will be destroyed. Oh, I see. Did I make it too small too quickly? Is that why it freaked out? It has frozen up again. Ah! It did freeze up again. I can't imagine why it would have frozen up again just because I did exactly the same thing that I did moments ago that made it freeze up. Okay, I think what it is I'm trying to scale the cube down too quickly. And I think that is what's happening. It looks like a beautiful rose when it's real big on my screen and my face is really close to it. How many bells is a Plonkfruit worth? How much are normal fruit worth in Animal Crossing? I think like 100 bells? Beautiful. Uh, Auto Automod did not like the word nook. And that one's fair. That one I can't argue with. Okay. All right, let's try it one more time. Oh yeah, plain. Is this gonna be any different? Plonkfruit lamp DIY. The fruit DIY is the best. Okay. I shouldn't have done that though. Hold on. So plain seems like it's actually okay. I thought plain was gonna be one-dimensional. Oh God, for fuck's sake, Blender. Blender! Blender, it did the thing again. Did the thing again. Did it again. That's okay. Sometimes the things you love need a little patience. Yeah. Okay. Pidge, thank you for defending Blender. It needs it. Maybe if I just type it in. for fuck. Fuck! Fuck! Why? Blender, what is your fucking deal? I can't believe this is the thing that Blender is against. Like, I can't believe this is the line Blender is is drawing in the sand. I can't believe this is where Blender thinks here and no further. Um, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do it this way. I was hoping to save time, but what I actually did was add way more time because of all the having to close down Blender. Blender is telling me it's perfect. That's beautiful. Blender said no to teeth rights. That's deranged. Okay. 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 Oof. Okay. I think they're just going to be sort of tucked back in there. Teeth should be longer, more rodent-like, but the problem is there's just not a lot of space. As you can see, right now it's sort of digging into the fruit flesh. Unless that's the thing. Like, should they be digging into the fruit? I don't know if I wanted to dig into fruit flesh. They are extremely chiclet-like. In fact, I know I said you can't eat the teeth, but I think I'm taking that back. I think the teeth are like cute. I think they're like little breath mints. So when you get done getting sloppy on this juicy fruit, you can have a little snack, a little breath freshener. Hold on. Go to edit mode. Oh yeah, let me fuck with it in edit mode. That's good to know. Okay. No. Hmm. Ah! I think maybe this is another part of the Plonkfruit mythos where it's like if you're if the Plonkfruit seeds are really deep in the fruit, that means you're going to have a really good harvest that year. So it's a really good, you want your Plonkfruit to be you you really want your Plonkfruit to be real bit because that's just a good sign. It's a good sign for your harvest. Oh yeah, I like that. Cinnamon shakes, I like that. The teeth get longer to signify how ripe the fruit is. Hmm. I don't know why it's only letting me make one of them bigger. Why are you being this way? Maybe I'll just make you mesh and then I won't have to deal with you being so pouty. Yeah. Maybe you're fine. I do like little teeth. I think they're not quite where I want them to be. Why are you only letting me move and deal with one of you? What have I done to you? Teeth? What have I done to you that you're being this way? Good bite on this plonk fruit. I do really like that. That's how you know it's a good year for plonk fruit. They got a good bite. Which I guess leads us to the question of what they taste like. Because we haven't really talked about that at all, but that's like one of the most important things when it comes to a fruit. Hmm. I do love passion fruit. It should be a little bit tart. I personally like a little bit of a tart fruit. Maybe we shouldn't decide what it tastes like, and that's the responsibility of the viewer. You know, the more I look at this smiley face, the less I like it. Just doesn't make. I don't think it looks like a natural part of this. I think it looks added on, and I don't like that, so I am going to get rid of it. It just doesn't. It didn't look. It doesn't feel organic. It felt slapped on because it was, and that's just what it was, and that's fine. But I want it to have a real organic shape. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. There we go. All right. I love that everybody has beautiful poems that makes them think of fruit. I often think of, I actually just got some persimmons. Whenever I think of persimmons, I think of that. There's a Lee Young Lee poem about persimmons, which I quite am quite fond of. I don't remember if it's just called Persimmons, but it's a great poem, and you should look it up. It is about persimmons. I just can't remember if that's what it's called. Okay. All right. Woo! Oh, something minty? I like something that's vaguely tart and minty, kind of like maybe like a combination of a hibiscus, uh, kind of like a hibiscus mint flavor, but like a very, very mild mint, not a strong mint. Mostly like a really beautiful uh, tart hibiscusy flavor. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a mint aftertaste. And then the teeth, of course, if you chew them up, are just exactly like mint gum. But they're safe to swallow because we're not designing the perfect gum, but that it would be it. Okay, great. I guess let's add texture. Because I think that's going to be a really big part of this, just because we're going to want to really give it a good, beautiful texture for a fruit. Um, The orange at lunchtime. I bought a huge orange. The size of it made us all laugh. I peeled it and shared it with Robert and Dave. They got quarters and I had a half. And that orange, it made me so happy, as ordinary things often do. Just lately, the shopping, a walk in the park, this peace and contentment, it's new. The rest of the day was quite easy. I did all the jobs on my list and enjoyed them and had some time over. I love you. I'm glad I exist. Oh, I love Wendy Cope. Her poems are just beautiful and so effortless. She's a great author, and everybody should read her poems. Okay. Yeah, thank you for posting that. That's beautiful. Bow! Chakao! Pow! Ha-cha-cha-cha! Hachimachi. Okay. Oh boy. Yowza. Yowza. Hmm. All right, I'm going to give all these things materials, and then we can figure out. Metaball, you don't seem to be taking this. Meatable, you've done it again. Just gotta remember how to convert them into flesh. Not flesh, mesh. Gotta remember how to convert them into mesh. Alt C. I don't think that did anything. Gotta change these meatballs into flesh. That's how Blender works, and that's how you do things in it. uh, oh, Pidgewing, that was a beautiful thing to clip. Thank you for doing that. Well, I'll fuss with the teeth later. I don't want you guys. I don't think it's very interesting to sit here and watch me Google stuff that you can't see because you can't see my screen. I would, if I could, I would just be reading poems on screen. I keep meaning to read. I used to read poetry a ton when I was in college because I did a lot of creative writing, and I took a lot of poetry classes because I like poetry. And then I left undergrad and didn't read poems anymore again, and I feel terrible about that. I would like to read more. A poetry reading night. That sounds amazing. Maybe that will be something I do for myself that you guys can also benefit from, which is read more poems, and I'll bring a poem to the stream when I find a good one. I feel okay about spoken word. I'm pretty into pretty much any kind of poetry. Does it does this thing look like it's pulsing almost as I change the colors? That's wigging me right on out. Wop, 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 wop. It looks like it's at a rave. Okay, I love it. All right. The lime green with the really bright pink is kind of great. You don't often see green fruit. Maybe it should be the opposite. Maybe this fruit should be real pink, and this should be like a mm, hmm hmm. Yeah, there are things. Yeah, you guys are right. You're making a great point. Um, but the fruit part, like the inner parts of those, are generally not green. The stem should be a different color. I'm gonna add another light. There we go. Get a little bit more illumination. That'll help me deal with these textures. We're in the Plonkfruit. Oh my god, nobody panic. All right, cool. Juicing an avocado? Like presumably in a juice machine. Avocados are not a thing you normally juice, in my experience. Okay. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna grab the stem and separate it so that I can make it a different color. Oof. Getting real up in this geography. Oh, come on. Or maybe this is the wrong, maybe I should be doing this in sculptor paint. Blender just does not want me to, there we go. Why aren't you letting me move this, Blender? Did not want to let me rotate my vision. I mean, it's letting me rotate, but it won't let me zoom in or out. So it's like I'm rotating this around me in a way that's not at all useful for navigating. Nope. Okay. I've missed the tiniest square while highlighting. Sometimes Blender do be that way though. I missed one single dot. All right. Okay. There we go. I might go in later and paint on it in one of the other modes so that it gets a little bit more dynamic. Right now it's very flat. That's fine. I'm gonna make this, yeah, a little bit less shiny, but maybe I'll make the outside way more shiny? Weird. Weird. 3:30 a.m.? Goodness. That's very early. But in your defense, I've slept weird this week as well, so yeah. Sometimes weeks are just that way. Hopefully not every week, and hopefully not often. Okay. The one strange thing Plonkfruit cures. I love the idea of there being horrible fake medical ads for Plonkfruit, the fictional fruit that we've created on this stream tonight. All right, how do we feel about this color stream? Color scheme. How do we feel about this color scheme? knowing that I will go in and finesse these so that they're a little less even. Oh no, Rufus! All right, the stream won't go on too much longer, so you all can go to bed. Thank you for coming and hanging out, though. I hope it was enjoyable listening to me read poetry from Wendy Cope. Dislike the green. Yeah, this is a little. It is unnatural. Yeah, you guys are right. It is unnatural. Fade to red to lips. That's going to be very difficult, but not impossible. That might be one of those things. Yeah, the pink. Yeah, the pink is very pink. Uh, should be. Oh, Konsu, that's very nice. I don't like that. It should be a color where you look at it and you're like, I want to bite it. I want to see what that flavor is. I want to know. See, this is kind of giving me like kind of a wine. Like it would be like a juicy wine flavor. That's not bad. Everybody remember this hex code. Thing is, like, not a lot of pastel colors do I look at and think I won't bite into that. Hmm. Oh, how about that? How do we feel about that? A little bit more translucent. That is definitely possible in Blender. But I would have to look up how to do it specifically. Is fussy. Well, how about that though? I should make this less. I know I was gonna make it shiny. I should make it less shiny. How about that though? More delicious with a nice glossy sheen? Uh, boy, let me shade that smooth. This will look better. Plant less shiny, fruit shinier. Okay, how does that look? Does that look a little bit better? God, it looks like it's been dipped in icing. Kind of like this. It does look wet. It is juicy. It is like notably, it is like that is its thing. It's like super juicy. It's really shiny. Yeah. It's as shiny as I know how to get it. I can back that off. Maybe like something more like that. Uh, wet ass Plonkfruit. Gotta keep it wet. All right, I'll bump it up a little bit more. How does that look? More shine? You guys are that hungry for shine? You think you should be all the way shine? Yeah? This thing all the way shiny. If I got rid of subsurface entirely, it'd be all the way shiny. It does look so flesh. I mean, I could definitely make it look more flesh for sure. But I think this is as far as it's gonna go. No middle ground when it comes to slider. That sounds familiar. That sounds like a good pitch for a show. Think it's already taken though. How about that? Let's slurp that Plonkfruit up right now. Okay. Oh, sorbet and served up at Ron. You've done it again. Master of art and master of knowing what people would do with fruit, culinary objects. Yeah, you're sure. Yeah, for sure. What I like is that you could pop one of these whole spears off and just put it in your bag, and you're good to go. The sphere is firm enough that it will protect the plonk fruit inside. Beautiful. No. There we go. I'm gonna make. Ugh, no, terrible. There we go. Okay. All right. You don't have to wash your hands. Here's the thing: you don't have to wash your hands when you're done with this because you hold it like this, and then the mouth pocket is resting against your hand, so that none of the juice drips on your hand. You just eat it, and then you slurp up. You make out a little bit with the plonk fruit in order to get the rest of the juice. Scale wise, let me. What do I have in? Uh, I don't have anything to give a good scale for. Let me add a rough banana shape for scale. Oh my god. I'm just gonna save real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay. It's not letting me. Oh, you're doing all sorts of crazy stuff again. All right, no more meatballs. They're nothing but trouble. Okay. So this is, if this were a banana, picture this as a banana. Okay. This is a banana. So I think it's gonna be. God, I wish I had how big are bananas? Here's the thing. I forget. I forget how big bananas are. So this is not a great scale. Not an ideal scale. Okay, yeah. I think that's not bad. That's about what it is. It should be it rests comfortably in the hand and then it's got two bulbs. Bananas vary in size. Well, then why the fuck am I using it for scale? Ridiculous. Think of it as like I think I can't stop thinking of the Plonkfruit innards as bow. So I think it's probably like a small bow size is about it. So perfect, just fits perfectly in the hand. God, I want dumplings. Okay. All right. I think that's the Plonkfruit. I think we did it. I don't think there's anything left to do to this fruit. I mean, that's not true. I'm going to do all sorts of stuff with it and then post it on Twitter. You can go away. But I think this one is a win. I feel great about this beautiful fruit. I think we've done a really great job designing something that is very, very edible and would be perfect fruit. Hopefully, scientists are already, I hope, getting to work on making this a reality. The taste is so the texture is peach-like. It's very juicy. The taste is sort of a little bit of a tart hibiscusy, slightly minty flavor. It's a little bit tart, a little bit sweet, very, very light mint finish. Just a really refreshing fruit. I think this is probably ripens in the spring, um, and is sort of like one of the first fruits. And so when you're getting all that winter kinks out of your bones, exercising your joints to get all the winter out of it, you can have yourself a Plonkfruit. Just bite right into it. Perfect for picnics. Easy to grow. Got a handle. They do grow, as a reminder. Oh God, this is gonna be a regrettable image. I can already tell. Oh, you're not gonna let me do anything now? Okay, no. As a reminder, they do grow upside down, so they do grow like this. But then when you eat them, you hold them right side up. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Can chat work this fruit into famous still life paintings? That would be amazing. That would truly be a, a superb challenge. I might see if I can't do that, because that sounds very fun. Um, yeah, that's the plonk fruit. I think that's it. I think that's it, everybody. Oh, the one whose faces are made of produce. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember who it was. Lena, this is it. We did it. We made a perfect plonk fruit. Plonk fruit LaCroix. Yeah, there probably is. It has two little teeth. By which I mean seeds. They're not teeth, they're seeds. Totally normal seeds. I mean, listen, when you get up like this, look at that fucking beautiful fruit. Look at that shiny, beautiful fruit. That's the screen to end on. I'm going to finesse this, and then I'll post the finished version on Twitter. And if you make any fan art of it, please use this Nightbot link to tag it with the appropriate hashtags so that I can see them. But I think that's it. Thank you, everybody who stayed up super late to watch this stream. I hope it was rewarding. And thank all of you guys for sticking in there. It was a weird week. It's only going to get weirder from here, probably. But hopefully better. I guess we'll see. Anyway. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out, and good night.